Long second half indeed, where we're going to be punting away this ball every 5 seconds. Might as well get the yardage that we can, which isn't much. Would have been more to get rid of it. So yeah, sorry for Mr. Boston. I'd love to keep running with you to try. But I can't surrender. I'm going to go super sim and go defense because I can't just surrender the ball offensively the entire time, because who knows, somebody might be able to earn a breakout for the next game. Tremaine Avery is not as important as the offensive one was.
We'll see if they can stop the bleeding.
We're gonna see if he can get it. And apparently that's hitting a quarterback too late. Jesus. Devs, take it easy, buddy, and best of luck with the new school year. He fucking loves roughing the passer calls. It's realistic. You can't breathe towards a freaking quarterback, or they freak the hell out.
Every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Throwing on first down. Oakley got Dobbs over the middle. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Okay.
Opening drive, third.
Kyle Favors getting close on the blitz. Unfortunately, not really. Unfortunately, we haven't really gotten close with them.
On first and 10. Oakley throwing the slant pattern here, complete.
Ridiculous that he couldn't do that, but all right. Yeah, he needs 2. He still needs a tackle for loss. He doesn't even have one of those.
2-yard line here, second and 3. Looking to throw. Oakley.
He just cannot get around that outside corner in time. He's not fast enough. Our other option is to change him to linebacker. Or just start using him because the AI isn't getting it done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground.
Well, there's the tackle for loss. The first time we control him. One more tackle for loss will do it. The second we take control of him, we get one. Hilarious.
Looking to throw on second down. Oakley.
We missed him. We fucking missed him. We had him dead to rights. And somehow we fucking missed him. With that little sidestep.
To the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. On first down, Oakley.
How did I not? That's insane. I didn't intercept that. I hit Y. What, did it bounce off of his face? Bounced off of the lineman's face. Oh my god. We're getting so close to this. Stadium did you choose? The basic futuristic, the like modern options weren't available when I moved the team. It was kind of weird.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards.
On Avery. We're going to get this.
To throw on 3rd down. Oakley.
Let's go, baby. 2 breakouts in the same game. Get me the hell out of here. Get me the hell out of this game. So Melvin Norton's going to go superstar X Factor. Tremaine Avery will go up to just base superstar. Whew, that was stressful. That was frickin' stressful, but we did it. Oh, man. The indecisiveness on how we wanted to try to get there certainly didn't help us, but at the end of the day, we got the job done. Can auto-upgrade those 2. We needed that. God, we needed that. Oh, God, was one only a breakout teammate? Tremaine Avery, now a superstar. 8,000 XP. Please tell me this is like an outright breakout. Nobody in this league. Yep, it's X Factor. Throw up the X. We have our second X Factor on the team, and our first offensively, Melvin Norton. That is huge. Absolutely huge. Now, trying to go to the X Factor database just broke the game. Trying to go to the X Factor database just broke the game. So I appreciate that suggestion from before, but this game ain't fucking having it. I'm spamming the A button to load back into franchise mode. Oh, man. It is a great game. Not flawed at all. Is it going to crash every time I try to go to the database? Yep. Every time I try to go to the X Factor database, it is broken and will not load me in. It's a great game. It's a great, great game. Now, I do presume that it'll still allow me to have breakouts, even if there is technically a amount that's too much, like you would think. I am just worried, though, if there are still too many veterans that haven't regressed. Melvin Norton gets ankle breaker. He is a yard after catch machine. Gets ankle breakers, so increased fake out rates on juke, spins, and hurdles. He's already got better spin animations. He's got the truck and stiff arm animations. He is a monster once he has the football in his hands. And he has the 3 upgrade points as well. And then Tremaine Avery, and 26 years old, Ghost Star Deb, he has 2 points. And he'll earn his first upgrade here in a minute, or at least his first ability in a minute. But yeah, my concern, now that I know that, oh, hey, you can still hit the damn limit, even if the regression trait's off, which is fucking stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking grass.
Goodness. Sky Rider Morris. You. Follow. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. I hope it'll still give us further breakout moments, is all I can say. It'd be pretty tragic if it didn't. But our second double breakout game of this franchise mode. That's typically for XP, but we might have to pay attention depending on what player that is. Let's look at the weekly awards first and foremost. And it is Mr. Norton with his nearly 300 yards on the day. So he still had a damn good day. And it's funny because Beckham on the Saints was on the other side. Go figure. Under siege. Yeah, no kidding. When are we not? Blame the offensive line. Why not? Stay the course. We're going to be fine. Accidentally hit that button. Sorry to the linemen. Let's be honest. The linemen have negative morale as it is. We're not going to hurt it much worse. We're 1-11 on the season. This tandem breakout, like I said, I feel like these are typically for XP, but who is it? It's Cam Betts. Norton gets 2,500 XP more. Betts needs 150 yards. Yeah, it won't be for a breakout. It will be for XP. So, imagine being subbed to a Bruins fan for almost 2 years as a Canucks fan. I mean, Bunny, I thank you for it, but at the same time, why? What happened? What happened? I don't know. I don't know what you could possibly be referring to. What do you mean? Look at this. What do you mean? Oh, God, thank you for that, though. I appreciate you. I do. Yeah, so again, that other upgrade's for XP. It's not an outright breakout, so probably not going to jump into it. We want to make Norton better deep threat. Melvin's insane. Melvin Norton is an amazing player. This is a receiver you'd love to have on your team in a non-UDFA series, and he's 25 years old. 4.5 years to get him to an X Factor is crazy. And then Tremaine Avery, he'll get his first ability. Now that he's at Superstar. Morale kind of taking a hit on him. Got recuperation, which is fine. We can auto-upgrade everybody else, or not, because of menu lag. GG's. Works for me. So yeah, we're going to get destroyed by the Chiefs, and like I said, Betts isn't an outright... Betts isn't an outright breakout, so we're not going to jump into it. It is just for extra XP, which would be great. Hopefully he does accomplish something. We fall to 1-12 on the season. Has there ever been a UDFA to make the Hall of Fame in real life? That's a very good question. And the answer is yes, quite a few of them. Quite a few of them, in fact. What do we do now? That's a great question. +5 morale for Larry Carroll. That's not too bad. You got to figure, though, especially back in like the early days of the sport and of the league, a lot of people would have been undrafted. So that would have been quite common. Cam, I'm sorry you didn't have an amazing game, but like I said, as much as I would have loved, you could argue maybe it would have been worth playing for the XP. Honestly, like with how valuable XP is for us. But, you know, it's tough. It's tough. There's a time aspect to things. There's a lot of different ways to kind of view whether or not we should have done that. I'm kind of feeling guilty that I didn't. But what's done is done. Go for the outright breakouts. Larry's up to a 63. No outright breakout for Mr. Larry Carroll, unfortunately. John Randall. There's another, I feel like there's another really obvious name. I mean, Warren Moon. Right? Warren Moon was undrafted. 99% sure Warren Moon was undrafted. So. Kurt Warner. There you go. Night Train Lane, John Randall, the big ones. There you go. And now Melvin Norton in that conversation. A lot of upgrade there. So we have made really good strides this season. I mean, we're up to a 76 overall team. We've had an offensive player develop into an X Factor. It's just, the question is, the rotund righty, is he our long-term starter? And I don't know. You know, I'm not surprised at the lack of a breakout this season. But at the same time, man, if that guy goes superstar at any time over the next 2 years, he will be insane. He'll get at least 20,000 XP, and that'll get him like 7 upgrade points at least. And God forbid he went X Factor. Like, he is still worth looking at. Auto upgrade Alex Whitfield. I'm probably going to turn auto upgrade on from this point on. Warren Moon undrafted. All right, cool. Hooray! I know a football. Lifelong football fan. I'd hope I'd know a fucking fun fact. Yeah, you're always going to have examples of that, right? Like, oh, even in hockey, it's like, well, Wayne Gretzky wasn't drafted. Or, I mean, technically, but you get the point. Antonio Gates, Wes Walker. Antonio Gates, really? I didn't remember him being undrafted. Especially, too, when you turn into like a fucking Hall of Fame level tight end, you'd think a player like that would have been drafted, but Antonio Gates is a fucking nightmare. How many years until this team's playoff bound? It might not be that long. Might not be that long. Well, the Springtide saying he's 0 for 3. I was going to say. It didn't sound right to me, but I was willing to believe a stranger on the internet. Were you drafted, Antonio? Were you drafted? You know he wasn't. Undrafted free agent. There you go. Love to see it. The Colts. Get more upgrades here for some depth players, which is never a bad thing. Warren's been drafted year was 78. His last NFL season was 2000. Longevity, baby. All right. Well, no follow-up breakout this season, but again, we can't really complain. When there was the, I didn't think he's like, that would explain it though. We had a double breakout a few weeks ago. We cannot complain about the lack of another one the rest of the way. We also accomplished all of our breakouts this season. We succeeded, so. Which is all right. All right. Ooh. And Larry Carroll. Another upgrade option. Works for me. All right. Again, a successful season. It would take a goddamn miracle for Larry Carroll to win Rookie of the Year, but you never know. We finished at a 76 overall. So again, we are in the phase of now we're just a bad team. But again, we are an NFL caliber team. Double check the staff moves here. A lot of coach firings. Again, we're at the point where a lot of the real coaches have been fired at least once, if not twice. So let's get a look at the numbers. Oh, God, there is no way Larry Carroll won Rookie of the Year. 11 touchdowns, 25 picks, a 61.1 rating. Good Lord. Again, was it worth putting him in over Wilcox when Wilcox may have gone star dev this year? I don't know. But yeah, not great for Larry. Rushing wise, Stephen Morgan with 10 touchdowns, but only 500 yards. We obviously threw the ball quite a lot. Larry had some yards on the ground as well, so I don't know what fucking playbook I picked, but clearly we got to get away from that. Receiving wise, 1,200 yards, but only 4 touchdowns for Melvin this season. Conley had 6 and then 3 for Glover. Not a single touchdown this season for Cam Betts. So he would have lost Superstar immediately. Actually, he might have already. Okay, he still has it. Good, at least for the moment. Blocking-wise, yep. 3 offensive linemen in double-digit sacks allowed. Jesus. Defensively, 3 players with at least 100 tackles. Short was close, meaning we were on the field defensively a lot. 5 sacks for both Matt Short and Zach Scott this season. And our pick leader with 2 was Cornell Allen. Our kicker went 8 of 9. Our punter punted 63 times. Around the league. Yeah, no controversy as to whether or not Larry Carroll will be Rookie of the Year. Mahomes led the way in yardage handily. My goodness. He was also the touchdown leader, throwing 9 more than second-place Joe Burrow. And the pick leader was Larry Carroll with 25. But don't worry, the guy who won the Super Bowl last year, Jimmy Tuttle, also threw 20. The Giants won a Super Bowl with White Jameis. Rushing-wise, Bijan Robinson led the way, almost 2,000 yards. But the touchdown leader was Saquon with 18. So, yeah, he's obviously a beast as always in this game. Receiving-wise, the yardage king was Melvin Norton. Only had 4 touchdowns, though. Yeah, 15 touchdowns for Travis Kelce. The Giants signed Watson in free agency and stuck with Tuttle. But they did. Shockingly, we didn't have the worst O-lineman in the league, but we were up there. Tackle leaders, you got a couple of guys with 136. The sack leader, Micah Parsons, with 18.5 as opposed to 28 like last year. And the pick leader, a couple guys with 5, including Marte Mapu. Patriots legend. Your top kicker, Harrison Butker, 20 of 21. It's pretty damn good. So let's take a look playoff-wise. We have reached the end of another season. We are going to have some major decisions to make moving forward, I would say. Jets get the bye in the AFC with the Chiefs playing the Bills, Texans and Broncos, Ravens and Raiders. Cowboys get the bye in the NFC. It is Seahawks and Cardinals, Bears, Eagles, Falcons, and Commanders. Let's see who wins. The Superb Owl. The Superb Bowl. The Super Bowl. The Big Cup. The metal thing. That hunk of lumber. Jets and Seahawks in the Super Bowl. As the Jets survive the Ravens and the Texans, with one-score games each time, and the Seahawks beat the Cardinals, Falcons, and Cowboys. The superior birds. Imagine they beat the Eagles on the way there, too. So a battle of 1 versus 2. Jets and Seahawks. Super Bowl, I believe, yeah, 63. Wasn't sure if it was 63 or 64. Let's take a look at the yearly awards. We have no upgrade points. That's not a good sign for us. Patrick Mahomes wins league MVP. Coach of the Year, Bob Bates for the Jets. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Patrick Mahomes. Defensive Player of the Year, Max Crosby. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jesus Christ, our boy didn't even finish top 10. Didn't even finish top 10. Rashawn Milner, the #1 overall pick to the Titans. Is that Kevin Bacon? It's Kenny Bacon. Your Defensive Rookie of the Year. We didn't have anybody in the running there either. Damn. And then the other awards I don't really give a shit about. Your Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC is Jalen Hurts. Your Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons. So, there you go. But yeah, no award winners again. Can't really say that I'm surprised. The winners of Super Bowl 63, will it be staying in the same stadium or will it head out west? Justin Herbert and the New York Jets win their second Super Bowl in franchise history. Following in the footsteps of the Giants the previous season, the Lombardi will stay in New Jersey. 60 years later. Joe Namath can finally rest in peace. I'm not going to worry about the retirements. It's fine. Oh, goodness. All right. So, obviously, we got an entire offseason to sim through. We got draft picks to trade away. And then we got a free agent list to scour to see if that kind of affects what plans we might have. And again, there's no real point right now, I would say, in planning for like, okay, what are we going to do at quarter? Like, we don't know the full situation right now is the problem. There could be a quarterback that falls to us that changes the entire outlook of the series. Or, Larry's our guy again, more than likely. I mean, especially, too, after sitting out for a year, Wilcox is going to be 25 now. Like, he is a decent quarterback. But the odds he ever goes X Factor, like, he'd need to get to star dev and then maybe gets one more breakout up to superstar and then would need to win an award. It's just very, very unlikely. But the top free agents, Jalen Hurts to the Colts. Holy shit. At a 98 overall, Jalen Hurts to the Colts. And again, the quarterbacks are a position where we didn't increase the XP handed out. Holy God. Wow, Shavarius Ward also goes to the Colts. Congrats to the Colts on an upcoming Super Bowl. Laremy Tunsil to the Patriots. Wow. What a free agency period there. And other quarterbacks, Desmond Ridder to the Packers, Kyler Murray to the Cowboys, Jordan Love to the Browns, Deshaun Watson to the Cardinals, and Daniel Jones to the Eagles. Vince Cooper also goes to the Eagles. So a lot of quarterback movement this year. Wow. Yeah, keep an eye out on the Colts. Imagine if the Colts win our lottery here, by the way. The Lumberjack Lottery is back as we draw the number 28. The number 28. So that is 31, 30, 29, 28. Your Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. Mainly off the back of a first overall pick. Oh, baby, look at those X Factors. For a UDFA team, seeing those X Factors. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Did they win them last year, too? They might have. I honestly don't remember. AJ, not in terms of record, but in terms of development, yes. We now have an offensive X factor. So, but the Pittsburgh Steelers won the draw. The Ben Stillers win the draw yet again, I do believe. Enjoy the picks, Pittsburgh. Enjoy them. You now have a #1 overall pick. We'll see if you can make the most of it. And that will obviously allow us to see how the draft goes. Hopefully the quality of the draft is higher. And that we can be okay in regards to players falling to us. So, we'll see if Pittsburgh wastes that pick. Yeah, 76 overall team now. Not bad at all. So the Steelers took whom with that first overall pick? The answer is a 75 left tackle, Nate Taylor, who is at least hidden dev. Those are not the highest OVRs you will ever see for a first round. Quality could be bad. Highest rated players were 278s, one of whom went at the end of the first round, the other went early in the second. Does that mean the quality of player available to us will be poor? It could. We're going to need perhaps a little bit of luck here while we get ready for another new season of Lumberjacks football.